with her old repertoire, e4, e6, then there is French exchange. e4, e5, there might be some other thing to end. There you go, Yovi. First move e4 is already played.
Yeah, and this is the big mystery. But she sticks to the Sicilian, and Ju Wenjun has been showing that she knows exactly how to lock this type of position down. The knight coming out. Will it be the reliable Rossolimo with the bishop coming out to b5, or will she employ something else? Now, yep, of course, the bishop comes out. So not a surprise for Tan Zhongyi.
Not a surprise for Ju Wenjun as well with the third move e6 here, and we've seen this in their previous game as well.
Yep, and in that game, Ju Wenjun went for castles kingside followed by a d4 approach. What will happen for Ju Wenjun? We mustn't also forget that she's now under a lot of pressure. All the onus is on her. She is within tantalizing grasp of getting her 5th World Championship title. Maybe the nerves will start kicking in, although she did tell us at the last press conference that her philosophy was simply to take each move, each moment as it comes. Present focus, that's such good mindset. And there we have a change. Rook to e1.
We do have a change. Just to remind our viewers, on the first Rossolimo that we saw in their match, the third move was d4. And now it is different.
Yeah. And now the knight jumps into d4. So, not the main move. I remember from my times playing in the Rossolimo a long time ago, it was a6. Chasing the bishop away was the main line, but here, knight to d4, jumping in, and questions. What do you do? Do you drop back with the bishop? Do you exchange off knights? The immediate move that springs to mind is knight takes knight and go into that kind of position. But I think Tan Zhongyi will be very satisfied with this opening because, you know, what you want to do when you're in a must-win scenario and you've got the black pieces is, first up, you must not simplify the pawn structure. You must not simplify the position, make it easy for the opponent to play. You need to keep all the tension alive in the position, and preferably you want an imbalance in the pawn structure, because this will give you chances in an endgame. And we were thinking, like, it's very difficult to do against e2, e4, and here we're seeing the trade of knights.
Yeah, and well, we have a pawn on d4 will soon to be challenged by c3, and I think this is going to be tempo to bring your king.
She's
And there you
repeating.
go.
You could see the
Yep.
emotion on her face, the sadness, the disappointment. This is not the final battle that she wanted. Ju Wenjun just controlling the pace of the game, king to f5. Ju Wenjun will respond with attacking the pawn on h5, and the look on the face of Tan just says it all, Irene.
Exactly. Yeah, it's heartbreaking to see such emotion, of course, but we have to give it to Ju Wenjun for playing such a great match. Her games were many of her games in this match, I would call it like endgame masterpieces. So she is a deserving winner.
Absolutely. Really giving us a masterclass. Almost every single game in positional chess, the king steps back and Ju Wenjun will repeat the dance. The rook will come to b7, attacking the b6 pawn. And
yes, she's just checking whether if she plays rook b7, it's going to be a 3-fold repetition, because technically they're still on move 38 right now, 2 more moves to go to the 40th move, but if you can get the draw as early as possible, then why not? So she's checking her score sheet whether rook b7 is the 3-fold.
yeah, I don't think it is.
I don't think so too.
I think she would have to play king f5 again, and then it would be a 3-fold repetition, but it's always a good idea to check.
Exactly. Yeah, I think eventually she'll just play rook b7, and after king f5, then she's going to claim the 3-fold, because if she has the intention of playing rook h7 again, then she's just going to write that move down on her score sheet and call the arbiter, and when the arbiter checks everything, yes, it will be the claim will be approved. Oh, she's claiming it now.
And we have handshake. It is a draw. History repeats and legend regains in Chongqing as Ju Wenjun becomes Women's World Champion for an astonishing 5th time. Wow, she made it look effortless, that victory that crowns her as one of the greats in women's chess, and she's just the 4th woman in history to win the Women's World Championship title 5 times. Just a dominant, almost smooth performance from start